Good evening, it's now the 2nd of August 2022. Thought I'd just give you a little rundown of where my plants are at the moment. It's only been a few weeks since I was at Hampton Court putting early dahlias in, and now we're up into August, and in only another few weeks, about 26 days or so until the first show for me of the season, August bank holiday weekend, or the first main show anyway. So here's the miniature cactus. I've got Western Pirate and Disbudding Hercules and Western Corsair. I haven't grown Western Corsair for a number of years. Kept the stock. I thought I'd give it another whirl. I'm letting a few run early, because some of the early blooms generally go over size. So just trying to let some of that pass, and I can evaluate them as I go. I've got a few blooms of Western Buccaneer out at the end of that row. Again, some of them go big early on, so I'm just going to let a few flower early. Then I've got Skelmersdale Jane, which are coming along. I've got sort of two sort of batches. There's quite a tall batch, all these ones, and then a shorter batch, which must have been some younger plants. They're all doing okay. And again, the Western Buccaneer at the end. This row I'm not too sure about some of those. This is Polvent and Christabel, which usually for me does okay, but I've got a few up and down plants there, so one or two to look out for. They don't look particularly unhealthy, they just haven't put on much growth. So we'll see how they progress through the season. Then I've got Blight and Stella, which needs stripping down. I've got to go through those and get them down to numbers. That'll be a job for the next few days. Obviously it's one that only needs to be grown about 7 up, I think, 6 or 7 up. So a lot to take out there, and they will need stripping right down to get them anywhere near to size. And I've got a double row of Mary's Germander. It's about 34 plants in there. Again, they're all budding up, and I'll be securing buds from probably Tuesday today. So from probably Thursday I shall go through those and start securing buds. I've had to knock a lot back already, so they should stagger the flowering hopefully right through. Sorry, correction, that was Germander, not a double row of Marys, it was Germander, followed by some Blight and Lady in red, and then just a few Blight and Red Ace at the top. Then I've got my double row of Mary's Germander coming in there. Which I'm generally quite pleased with. Then I've got my water lilies. I've cut back a little bit on water lilies this year. I've still got 5 varieties, but I'm only growing 8 plants of each of Pam Howden and Cameo. Sorry, 4 varieties. No, I've got 5. Sorry, 5. Stand corrected. And then on this row, I've got some Tahi Ruby and some Gwyneth. And at the top there, just a few Holly Hill Serenity. Just a few plants. And then I brought this one back out of retirement. I haven't grown this properly for a few years, and although it's going to be outdoors, it's got 2 chances. I'll just put in a dozen plants of Canora Sunset, which mainly hopefully going to flower for bank holiday weekend. I'd like a nice few blooms for that. But so hopefully they'll come good if the weather holds. And then further down this way, I've got a double row, which is mainly Rycroft Zoe and Greenway Zoe, and I've got 4 plants at the end which should have been Holly Hills Arena, but I've got a funny sneaky suspicion that they're not Holly Hills Arena and they look more like a candy, so I think I might have mislabeled a few plants there. So we shall see when they come out, but the leaf certainly doesn't look like the Holly Hills Arena that I've got in the polytunnel. And then I put in an extra double row this year of Happy Diane. There's a few Happy Diane and some Blight and Everest, which I wasn't going to grow particularly this year, but the plants were looking nice and healthy and I thought it would be a shame to waste them, so I squeezed in another double row. Then on this side, what's going to be under the covers, I've got the Kenora Valentine, which just started securing buds a couple of days ago. As you can see, there's one in there, and yeah, hoping that they're going to make the bank holiday weekend. I've only secured about 3 buds. I think I need one particularly, so I've secured about 3. Hopefully one of them will come good for the show. Then down at the end here, again I squeezed in, managed to find a spare space, and I've got a few Primrose Diane, about 20 plants of Primrose. At the end here, just a few spare plants, which are some Cream Diane and some Windholm Diane in there, just 4 or 6 plants of each. Then on to my Kenora Challenger, which I'm not overly pleased with, but yeah, hopefully they'll do something. I never have much joy with the Challengers, so we shall see. But they're coming now. I did knock a few back. I know they don't like being knocked back particularly, but it was a choice of either have them too early or give them half a chance. So there's a few that have been knocked back, and we'll see what happens. Then I've got some Moonlights, which again I've just started securing buds on these for the bank holiday weekend. So I've got a selection of Cream Moonlight, and then down the end I've got about 20 plants, 12 each side, of White Moonlight, and then Eastwood Moonlight at the top end. And as we come round, it's got a bit of sweeping up to do after stripping them all down. I've got a double row of White Candy and Hillcrest Candy at the bottom end. Then I've got a double row of I think there's about 17, I think 16 or 17 Windholm Diane, and the same amount of Cream Diane. Then a double row of Tracy's Diane, and then last but not least, got some Oakwood Goldcrest, about 20 plants, which aren't looking too bad. They're coming on, and I'm trying to grow, I know it's down south, but I'm trying to grow some Kiwi Gloria. So I've got a dozen plants in there, and yeah, they're coming on quite nicely. So yeah, other than a bit of sweeping up to do, work's got in the way today and tomorrow, but Hopefully Wednesday and Thursday I can have a good clear up. So that's the plants so far. Obviously I've started securing buds already, certainly on the large mediums, giants, and the smalls and miniatures I'll be starting to do on Thursday. All right, well, good luck for the season. See you soon.